to you live from Southern California. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound today, Nick Lodolo. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
About to get started here, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Number 12.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Called strike right there. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Going to count 1 and 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Another 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-2. To the right side, Raley takes it himself. 1 out in the top of the first. Now it's Marcus Semien. And it's fouled away. Lodolo, a guy with a reputation for being a strike thrower. Most of his outings, the walk totals will be low and the balls will be in play, Chris.
What I really like about him, he just goes out there and he wants to compete. I mean, he goes after the hitters and he trusts his stuff. So when he's got it working, this guy's going to induce a lot of soft contact.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. He swings and fouls one off. But the data certainly tells us that this method is less effective in today's game than in previous eras. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. One of the things as well that we've seen is that with launch angle type swings, that slight uppercut, the pitch that's really dying out is the sinker. That 2-seam fastball really moves right into the same path as that uppercut type swing. It is not a good match for the launch angle swing.
Yeah, and if you're going to have an effective sinker, you've got to be able to throw a good 4-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. And to your point, because of the launch angle, at some point or another, that ball is going to be lifted up and out of the ballpark.
2 down, nobody on, and delivers outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And today's starting pitcher, Max Meyer. What do we need to know here?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. Sliced hard but foul. And the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr., third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. In the air, right field. And there's one away. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And there's a ball. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. Outside low. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Machado. Out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Mickey Moniak, the next to hit. Late swing, foul to the left. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. In the air to left center, Dominguez on his way in. Makes the catch, inning over. Top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Dylan Dingler. Drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Yeah, the batter now, Michael Garcia. He's got it. One away. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
sets him down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Stepping in, David Fry. And a swing and a miss. Late on that fastball. The 0-2. Runner takes off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Petco Park. So digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Fermin. And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Stepping in for San Diego, Luke Raley. Raley goes 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. 1 out, man at first. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Padres. Back off the plate that time.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Runner on the go. Out towards right center field. Cruz on the move to the gap. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first. Next to hit, Cam Smith. And a swing and a miss. Late with the swing there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here in San Diego, new inning getting started. Jason Dominguez up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now here is Dylan Cruz. Tap foul at the plate. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, Brooke, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. That gets by him. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together for him. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Sanoha. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here is Marcus Semien. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one fouled off. On the ground to first. And he's out on the tag. And that will end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases in a hurry, but a little too aggressive, maybe a little anxious.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the air, left field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Flied to right his first time.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Foul. And foul ball. Lindor whips it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. His first at bat was a strikeout. To third. And it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Back here at Petco Park. On to the fourth, Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He'll circle the bases, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Now at the plate, Dylan Dingler. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. They do it again. 2-0. So digging in, Michael Garcia. And that's fouled off. 0-1 now.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Brenton Doyle. Struck out looking his first time. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Now it's the DH, David Fry.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
This one in the air. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back here in San Diego, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Manny Machado.
You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
And they had their first hit since the first inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Ball, that's out.
Moniak, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Misses
ball,
the zone
inside.
for a ball. That was the sweeper. Fouled off. He was late. Now all even up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 1 out man at first. Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1.
Nope, that's inside. That's a ball.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. In plenty of time to first, and 2 away now. Luke Raley, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That trips the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for New York, Jason Dominguez. Foul ball there. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Dylan Cruz up now for the Mets. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And that misses. And that is ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the Mets order. And now it's Frankie Lindor. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Swing and a miss. On the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2 stays alive. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. Lindor retired. That's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Javier Sanoja. And a foul ball. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Cam Smith, the next up for the Padres.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Up the middle. Loves it on the dive to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. In the dirt, it scoots away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
That's a base running right there.
And it's second. That
ball,
one
that's off the plate.
Inside a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
This one driven. Deep center field. On its way. Home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. That one fouled off. The Mets leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball. There's a swing and a miss. The ground. Simeon tosses to first, and there's 2 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swings through that one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Out towards right center field. And that is that. Padres draw closer on the long ball. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
That's the goal. I still win with my back against the rope. I can't take it now, that's a no. Cause winning is the life that I chose.
Back here at Petco Park. Top of the 6th inning.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick.
On the mound now, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones. In the game, I'd say spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Mets going with a pinch hitter, Brett Wisely. Brett Wisely leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive. Makes the catch. One down. So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dylan Dingler. He's already homered in this game. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Moniak in the box again. Takes a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That one lifted to left. And a couple of quick outs. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Freddie Fermin. Up the middle, wisely. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here at Petco Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Maikel Garcia up now for the Mets. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Jacob Young, looking to start something with 1 gone. Jacob Young now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and he breaks his bat. He hauls it in, 2 away. So up next for New York, David Fry. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
This one popped up Sanoha settles underneath it, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Luke Raley. Juan Mejia takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Nope.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one to first, and it's through for a hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through. We'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
At the plate, Javier Sanoha. And he lays one down the left side. Garcia. Long throw to first. But the tying run is now in scoring position, so it's a productive out. So now with one away and a man at second. Next for the Padres, Cam Smith. 1 for 2. Swings through that.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Fair ball. The run comes in from second, and this game is tied in the 7th. Relay throw to third, and he's got an RBI triple.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late, and he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Yo, 1. And that one hammered. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they've rallied from 3 back. It's taking over on the mound for the Mets, Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here is Bobby Witt Jr. into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you have everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Oh, save. That's a stolen base.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's outside.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away. Here comes Manny Machado. Ground ball right side, Wisely. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Rise up, it's true. Come on and rise up, rise up, rise up. That's you. Come on and rise up. Put it in action. Go mad with it. Come on, lift it to the top. Yeah, rise up. That's you. Come on and come on and. Body in motion, heart on fire. Train through the heat and the haze. Focus, vision in my eyes.
Back here in San Diego, ready to begin the 8th. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Steven Oker.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. It's so important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now. Dylan Cruz will hit next. Hit on the ground to short. Witt over to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So back to the top of the order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. On to the bottom of the 8th. So here's the Padres DH, Mickey Moniak. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Freddie Fermin digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Just
that's
missed.
it.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
That's inside.
That's inside.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Luke Raley, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 3.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
It's been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Stepping in for San Diego, Javier Sanoja. And first offering is fouled off. Right there for a strike. Weaver, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. That's to third. Toss to Alonso. That ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Brett Wisely up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swings through that one. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Pete Alonso. Outfield deep here. Trying to prevent anything over their heads. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
0-1. And he swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him swinging for the K. Only one out remaining for the Mets. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Dingler up now for the Mets. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Pasa lo mismo cuando te miro, que dices si no volveré a amanecer.
As I sit in my B-boy stance, with flip-flops and socks and sweatpants, I'm finna enhance your brain. Check it out. Once upon a time, not long ago, when the player from the point didn't have no flow. Hit me from my tennis shoes, walking to the store, caught a player slipping, but now I lay it to the floor just like Harvard. Cause I got the heat and my baby mama name now. Never bragging just to say not. Even when I was a younger lad, I learned my lesson. Never talk to strangers in the trap and answer questions.
The Pope and his folks got us under a scope, but for unknown reasons, cause we don't sell that you distribute. We don't contribute to your clandestine activity. My soliloquy may be hard for some to swallow, but so is Carl Liver Or. You went behind my back like Ludo when he cut up all of ore. 2 things I hate, lies and thieves, they make my blood boil. But we're constricted on my soul that they call wheels of steel.
to make it, but it only took 30 minutes to take it. Cut that crow clean up, I did, but I did so now safely. Don't want no for no rating.
Yeah, we take no like stopped up commos. Gotta collect call, they done locked up my votes. Low blow, hit me in the left ventricle. We won't be able to ride out to 2004.
But not for long, cause we got a better serve. Trying to take your other people for your rims, hit the curve for you swerving, bust your forehead. Go ahead, more for me while you ride to the beat.
Drop like tears, like for fears. You know, shout, let it all out just for my peers and pupils who feel like it's time to unwind like December 31st, 1999.